more superficial than joy, more demonstrative than gladness. Rejoicing is happiness or joy that finds utterance in word, song, festivity, etc. Delight is vivid, overflowing happiness of a somewhat transient kind. Ecstasy is a state of extreme or extravagant delight, so that the one affected by it seems almost beside himself with joy. Rapture is closely allied to ecstasy, but is more serene, exalted, and enduring. Triumph is such joy as results from victory, success, achievement. Blessedness is at once the state and the sense of being divinely blessed, as the blessedness of the righteous. Bliss is ecstatic, perfected happiness, as the bliss of heaven. Compare comfort. Antonyms: see synonyms for grief. Happy. Synonyms: blessed, blissful, blithe, blithesome, bright, buoyant, cheerful, cheering, cheery, delighted, delightful, dexterous, felicitous, fortunate, gay, glad, jocund, jolly, joyful, joyous, lucky, merry, mirthful, pleased, prosperous, rapturous, rejoiced, rejoicing, smiling, sprightly, successful, sunny. Happy primarily refers to something that comes by good hap, a chance that brings prosperity, benefit, or success. Quote, and grasps the skirts of happy chance. Close quote. Tennyson, In Memoriam, 63, stanza 2. In this sense, happy is closely allied to fortunate and lucky. See fortunate. Happy has, however, so far diverged from this original sense as to apply to advantages where chance is not recognized, or is even excluded by direct reference to the divine will, when it becomes almost equivalent to blessed. Quote, behold, happy is the man whom God correcteth. Close quote. Job 5:17. Happy is also applied to the ready dexterity or skill by which favorable results, usually in minor matters, are secured, when it becomes a synonym for dexterous, felicitous, and the associated words; as, he has a happy wit, happy at retort, compare clever. In its most frequent present use, happy is applied to the state of one enjoying happiness, or to that by which happiness is expressed, as a happy heart, a happy face, happy laughter, happy tears. Compare synonyms for happiness. Cheerful applies to the possession or expression of a moderate and tranquil happiness. A cheery word spontaneously gives cheer to others. A cheering word is more distinctly planned to cheer and encourage. Gay applies to an effusive and superficial happiness, often not really worthy of that name, perhaps resulting largely from abundant animal spirits. We speak of gay revelers, or a gay horse. A buoyant spirit is, as it were, borne up by joy and hope. A sunny disposition has a constant tranquil brightness that irradiates all who come within its influence. Antonyms. Compare synonyms for grief. Prepositions: a happy event for him, happy at a reply, happy in his home, with his friends, among his children, happy at the discovery, over his success. Harmony. Synonyms: accord, accordance, agreement, amity, concord, concurrence, conformity, congruity, consent, consistency, consonance, symmetry, unanimity, uniformity, union, unison, unity. When tones, thoughts, or feelings, individually different, combine to form a consistent and pleasing whole, there is harmony. Harmony is deeper and more essential than agreement. We may have a superficial, forced, or patched up agreement, but never a superficial, forced, or patched up harmony. Concord is less full and spiritual than harmony. Concord implies more volition than accord, as their views were found to be in perfect accord, or by conference concord was secured. We do not secure accord, but discover it. We may speak of being in accord with a person on one point, but harmony is wider in range. Conformity is correspondence in form, manner, or use. The word often signifies submission to authority or necessity, and may be as far as possible from harmony, as the attempt to secure conformity to an established religion. Congruity involves the element of suitableness. Consistency implies the absence of conflict or contradiction in views, statements, or acts which are brought into comparison, as in the different statements of the same person, or the different periods of one man's life. Unanimity is the complete, hearty agreement of many. Consent and concurrence refer to decision or action, but consent is more passive than concurrence. One speaks by general consent when no one in the assembly cares to make formal objection. A decision of the Supreme Court depends upon the concurrence of a majority of the judges. Compare agree, friendship, melody. Antonyms: antagonism, battle, conflict, contention, contest, controversy, difference, disagreement, discord, disproportion, dissension, disunion, hostility, incongruity, inconsistency, opposition, schism, separation, variance, warfare. Harvest. Synonyms: crop, fruit, growth, harvest feast, harvest festival, harvest home, harvesting, harvest tide, harvest time, increase, ingathering, proceeds, produce, product, reaping, result, return, yield. Harvest, from the Anglo-Saxon, signified originally autumn, and as that is the usual season of gathering ripened crops in northern lands, the word came to its present meaning of the season of gathering ripened grain or fruits, whether summer or autumn, and hence a crop gathered or ready for gathering. Also, the act or process